Yo, Naomi! It's been a crazy long time, huh?
Could it be... Is that the world's biggest love fool? How's it going? Is your head still off way up in the clouds?
Huh?
Oh, forgive me. I didn't mean anything by that. Forget I said anything.
I don't know what you're talking about, but it's me, Henry.
Oh yeah, I remember. The dirtbag I divorced for cheating on me with my old classmate.
Why do you have to say it like that? It's been over 5 years now. Sheesh, woman. Give me a break, would ya?
You're right. It's been over 5 years, so why are you messaging me? You here to beg for money?
Why would I do something like that?
I suspect you probably ended up in a mountain of debt after everything that went down.
Yeah, and why was that? Because of all the compensation I had to pay to you during the divorce. I kept up diligently with my loan repayments, though, never missing a single one. Now my credit score's clean and I'm finally out of the red.
You might be out of the red, but that doesn't mean you're in the green. You probably don't have any savings, right? In any case, I don't have a single cent to lend you, and I never will. Bye!
That's not it! Wait! You're wrong anyway. I do have savings. Maybe not much, but I do. What matters is that even in spite of that, I'm happy.
That's a surprise. But it does confirm my theory that you're a moron with his head in the clouds. After all, who could marry a girl like Rita and still be happy?
What's this thing you keep saying about my head being in the clouds? I don't get what you mean. Is it supposed to be a joke?
If you don't understand at this point, I think it's probably for the best we keep it that way.
I'm obviously gonna be curious.
If you really want to know, I suggest you go and investigate yourself.
What the hell is with you, Naomi? I went out of my way to contact you after we didn't speak for 5 years, and this is how you act?
Oh no, are you just the world's biggest victim? Have you heard yourself? Went out of my way? You deserve sainthood. I thought I was making it crystal clear how much you're annoying me by how blunt I'm being with you. I was obviously wrong and you're dimmer than I thought.
Come on, at least listen to what I've got to say. I saw you in front of the station.
When? Yesterday around noon. Oh yeah, that might have been me. I think was around the station at the time, actually.
I knew it! What's going on? Did you come back?
Come back? What do you mean?
I heard that you got remarried, but I guess it fell apart, and you had to move back in with your parents, huh? Tragic.
Excuse me?
Imagine being a woman with 2 divorces under her belt. That's gotta be seriously rough. I, on the other hand, am happier than I've ever been.
Wow, good for you.
Listen to this. You're never gonna believe it. I'm a dad to twins now. They were born half a year ago.
Wow, amazing! I can barely contain my excitement!
Hey, stop being so sarcastic, damn it. You could at least congratulate me.
Congrats. Is Rita the mom?
Of course she is. She and I tied the knot as soon as I finished paying off my debts. And just after that, we found out she was pregnant. Everything lined up for us perfectly. My life is now nothing but a series of joyous events. One thing's for sure, it makes up for all the crap you put me through in the past. I've got a feeling there's nothing but happiness waiting for me from here on out. Sometimes it feels too good to be true, and I wonder if I'm gonna wake up at any moment. I think I used up all my suffering for this life during my relationship with you.
All of your suffering, huh? If only life were that simple, Henry. I hate to tell you this, but I've got a feeling it isn't. Especially after what you did. Can you really call happiness obtained by treading all over other people true happiness?
Regardless of whatever jealous, bitter remarks you might make, Rita and I are genuinely happy together. Our lives are like a fairy tale. A part of me did feel bad for you about what happened with us, but this is simply the reality of things now, Naomi. And you're gonna have to come to terms with the fact that I'm super happy.
Okay, I came to terms with it. Are we done?
You think you're so clever. I understand how hard this must be for you considering what a disaster your life is now.
Huh? My life's a disaster? Interesting. Would you mind explaining what you mean by that?
Come on, Naomi. I get you're embarrassed, but there's no point in playing dumb.
About what?
You might be able to make it somehow if you were only a one-time divorcee. However, being a two-time divorcee? As a woman? From a man's point of view, you're basically damaged goods. Sorry, babe, but things aren't looking good for you.
A two-time divorcee? Would you mind telling me who the hell you're talking about?
Drop the act. It's just sad now. I'm obviously talking about you. I'm pretty sure you understand from the flow of the conversation. You're just ashamed and don't want to admit it.
I only ever divorced once.
But you said it happened again earlier on.
I most definitely did not.
What?
Why don't you try reading through the chat again? You just assumed I got divorced again because you saw me in front of the station and somehow made an astounding logical leap that it somehow meant I moved back in with my mom and dad.
But wait. So you're saying you didn't divorce the guy you married after me?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, what the hell are you doing back here then? When a woman of your age goes back to her parents' place, it usually only means one thing.
Does the concept of visiting not exist in your mind?
Visiting?
I got invited to the wedding of a friend who lives in the same neighborhood as my parents. I lived with my husband on the other side of the state now, so I'm staying with my parents while I come back for my friend's wedding. Oh, and by the way, the wedding was the Saturday the day before yesterday, and guess who I saw there? Rita.
The day before yesterday? Wasn't it yesterday? Sunday? She told me the wedding was yesterday!
Huh?
Plus, it wasn't around here. She said it was a couple of hours away on the train. She left first thing on Saturday. The ceremony itself was yesterday. That's what she told me. She's supposed to be coming home tomorrow. That's why she left the kids with my mom and dad.
None of what you just said makes any sense. The wedding ceremony and banquets were both held at the reception hall of a hotel near the S station, which isn't that far from here, and definitely not a few hours away. If you live around here, it should be possible to arrive and make it back on the same day. Why would she need 4 days?
Huh? What the? Wait, what the hell is going on?
Maybe it's just best I tell you.
What? Tell me what? Do you know something I don't?
Let me make this clear that this isn't something I'm directly involved in, nor something I directly saw myself. It's nothing to do with me, and I don't want it to be, okay?
Just tell me! You can't say you know something then hold off like that! Did you see something?
One of my friends who got invited to the wedding said she saw Rita and Chad in the backyard of the hotel. Apparently they were getting quite familiar with one another.
What? Chad? Wait, that's
right, Rita's ex-boyfriend. My friend, the one who saw them, knows about everything that happened back then when Rita was stealing you from me. She said she couldn't keep quiet about it and told me everything. What a pair those two are. I mean, can you believe it? I wonder if it happened in the heat of the moment when they were reunited by chance at the wedding. Or have they in fact been at all like rabbits behind your back the whole time? Actually, me and my friend already had this discussion. We didn't have enough information at the time, but now I know she lied to you. Her husband, about the day and venue of the wedding. I can only conclude one thing.
Wait. Stop it! Just stop it right now! Don't go making up hurtful lies just because you're jealous of mine and Rita's happiness!
Don't flatter yourself, sweetie. Whether you're happy or not makes no difference to me. Anyway, I told you everything I have to say. I suggest you go off and think about it on your own now.
Naomi? It's me, Henry. Can I speak to you about something?
What?
Rita and I got a divorce.
Oh my.
You were right. She was cheating on me with Chad. Apparently the reason she was away for a whole 4 days was because they used the coincidence they both got invited to the wedding as an opportunity to go on holiday together afterwards.
Oh well, that explains it then.
That's not all. On top of that, the kids,
The kids? What about them?
they're not mine.
Wow.
How the hell could this happen to me? I thought we were the happiest family alive. I thought I had it all.
I hate to say I told you so, but I did ask you whether happiness obtained by treading all over people could really be called true happiness.
Oh my god.
You might not even have known since you've only lived around here since graduating college and finding a job, but she's always been notorious for being a cheating homewrecker of the highest order.
What?
Particularly with Chad, who's known for being just as much of a rat. They break up, get back together again, always breaking other people's hearts in the process, of course. It's like an endless loop.
I didn't know anything about that.
I'm guessing they knew and took advantage of your ignorance on purpose.
Seriously?
Rita's also known for being super shallow and going for guys based solely on their looks. Even if the rest of you is rotten, you are at least handsome, which is probably why she set her sights on you. Oh yeah, on that note, do you know who the real dad of your twins is?
Well, I'm guessing it's Chad.
I guess he's the most likely candidate. Anyway, I assume you're gonna be super busy from now on, what with things like compensation claims to think about. Good luck!
About that,
What?
just as I was getting ready to call a lawyer and file my claim, the two of them fled abroad. I have no idea where they are now.
Wow, seriously?
Not just that, but they left the kids with me.
Wow, those two are something else. Just when you think they can't get any more brazen.
What am I supposed to do now? I'm stuck here looking after two screaming, vomiting brats that aren't even mine. I feel totally lost. I think I'm gonna lose my mind.
Did you try contacting Rita or Chad's parents? They're the kids' grandparents, after all.
They refuse to have anything to do with us.
Oh, I see. I heard the parents on both sides cut all ties with them after their proclivity for cheating and homewrecking brought home so much trouble.
Aha! That's it! Naomi, I've got the perfect idea. How about you raise these twins with me?
That's the perfect idea, is it? Jeez, I'd hate to hear a bad one. What the hell?
Please! You're the only person I can turn to!
Why the hell would I raise two kids that have absolutely nothing to do with me?
Well, why should I? We're in the same boat here.
We are most definitely not in the same boat. Yours is full of holes and you're stranded out at sea. I most definitely will not be getting in there with you.
Just think! Think how happy we could be if we struggle and grow together under the same harsh circumstances. Be mine again, Naomi. Let's walk through this life together hand in hand.
No thanks. The only place you're walking to right now is towards a cliff edge. Why would I throw away my own happiness to join you as you plunge into despair?
Throw away your happiness?
Yes, my happiness. I'm happy with my husband and I have no intention of jeopardizing that.
Well, where does that leave me then?
Not my problem. Talk to your parents or something.
My parents won't speak to me anymore after what just happened with Rita. They said they're at their wits' end and want nothing more to do with me. Ever!
What a shame.
Please, I'm begging you!
Oh, you are? Not my problem. Bye.
Naomi!
How to put this? While I do feel a sliver of pity for the sheer patheticness of the situation Henry is in, ultimately he brought it all on himself, so there's definitely no sympathy. His messages got so frequent that they bordered on harassment, so I had no choice but to block him in the end. A few days later, my ex-husband had the nerve to show up at my parents' with his cheating ex-wife's kids. I have no idea what his aim was, but he was yelling at the top of his voice. Me and Naomi are back together, and we decided to raise the children together. He was so loud that even the neighbors could hear him. Apparently half the neighborhood was peeping out in the window as he banged on the door in a panicked frenzy. I'd already explained everything to my parents beforehand, so they understood what was going on immediately, and my dad called the police without hesitation. Word of Henry's walk of shame in handcuffs into the back of a police car soon spread around this whole workplace. After he was seen by a passing coworker, and he was fired, his reputation in tatters. Eventually, the twins were taken into a care of Henry's estranged parents, who had the common sense to realize that nothing good could come of their son raising children. I'm inclined to think they made the right decision. Can you imagine how they'd have turned out with a moron like him for a dad?
Hey, Iris. Do you have a moment to talk?
Right now? Sure. What's going on?
Well, this has to do with the trip we're taking starting tomorrow. Nadia is going to be coming along with us.
What? Nadia's going to be coming along with us on this trip?
That's right. After talking with Nadia yesterday about the trip we planned to take, she told me she wanted to go along with us as well, so I invited her along to join us on this fun family trip.
Wait. What do you mean you just invited her along? You saying it so casually like that is a huge problem. Tomorrow is when we're all planning on heading out.
Nadia said that she'll be ready in time for tomorrow, so we don't have to worry about her. She's already started packing while we're here speaking.
Wait, I'm not worried about the fact that she'll be packed or not for the trip. You do realize that this trip is a family trip, and that means that it's just meant to be between us and your parents, right? And, well, you're asking for a random woman to come and join us on this trip that's supposed to be only for the family. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
What do you mean, random person? Nadia is a longtime friend of mine, right? We've known each other ever since we were tiny, and she's always been around me and my family. She's pretty much a sister to me, honestly.
I'm sure to you things may seem that way between you two, but to me, I'm not really that comfortable being around her.
You don't have to be worked up over here. She's not going to do anything to you, and she won't expect anything from you either. She actually happens to be a really outgoing woman, so you and her will get along quite well, to be honest.
This is not about us communicating with one another. Tomorrow is the trip, right? We already made reservations for just 4 people to stay, and there isn't any available room for her. I'm not sure the resort will take too kindly to us just changing the amount of people we'd like to have on our reservation.
I'm sure the resort will be fine with us adding 1 extra person. You think they'd throw a fit over something like that? And when they bring food to our rooms every morning, they can always bring extra so she can have that. You are getting way too worked up over nothing here.
Wait, there is also the car situation. The car will only fit about 4 people into it, so she won't be able to ride with us.
Car situation. Well, let's do this. We can have Nadia ride in the car with us, and you can take the bus there or something.
What?
Well, since there can only be 4 people fit into the car, I'll be the one driving, and I'll have Nadia ride shotgun, and Mum and Dad in the back seats, so you can go ahead and take a bus there, and we'll all meet there once everyone arrives.
What? Why me?
Why you? Because Nadia doesn't know anything about the resort, and where it's at. If we have to take the bus there or something, she'd probably get lost on the way. She's not really used to travelling by herself, so it would be best for her to come with me in the car. I think you're far more used to riding buses and travelling on your own, so you go ahead and take one. Don't you feel like that's the best option here?
Huh?
Also, there's this. At the resort, you're going to be with my parents. Remember, we reserved 2 rooms in that suite there, right? 1 for my parents and 1 for you and I. Well, I'm thinking that Nadia and I will share a room, and you can be with my parents. How's that sound?
Huh? Why would you suggest something as stupid as that to me? Don't you think that she should be in a room with your parents and you and I get a room to ourselves? Why, when you and I are husband and wife, do I have to be with your parents?
What's wrong with that? Do you not want to be with my parents?
It's not that I don't want to be with them. Rather, I'm going to be thinking about how you are sharing a room with Nadia. I'm not going to do something like that. And it's not even like these rooms are going to be that big anyway, so I'm going to be smothered by both your mom and dad. This is not okay, Lucas. Anyway, I've already told you we can't just ask the resort to increase the amount of people on the reservation, right? It's too late. I'm sorry, but it's a no-go from me on having Nadia come along with us this time. Now go tell her no.
If I went back to her now and said no, I'd feel terrible for her. She's been looking forward to this trip for the past couple of hours. It's totally fine that we'll be bringing one extra person along. If the resort does have any issues with her coming, then I'll be the one paying for her, alright? That should make you happy, right?
What? When making the plans for this whole trip, you said you wouldn't pay for any of my trip and stay, saying that it was mine to pay for. So I had to use up my bonus from this year to pay for this trip. But when it's for Nadia, you're all in on paying for her to come on the trip.
What's wrong with that? Stop trying to make it seem like you hate all of this. Now, this is all fine with you, right?
No, it's not. Let me tell you right now that Nadia is not just some normal longtime friend of yours. I've heard plenty of times from your mom that in the past you both dated for a while. So in other words, Nadia is your ex-girlfriend, right? What the heck do you think you're doing, bringing your ex-girlfriend on a family trip with both your parents and your wife? I don't think any of this is funny if it's some kind of joke. I do not want her coming along with us.
What's gotten into you? You jealous of her or something? You are such a loser for being jealous of someone like her.
This is not about me being jealous of her. This is the family trip that I had to plan out and then pay for. This is about me wondering why, out of all the people you planned to bring along on this trip last minute, you chose to want to bring your ex-girlfriend. And why are we still talking about her as though you want to be around her all the time? I'm your wife. Why do you want her around you all the time on this trip when I'm the person you're supposed to love? This is all completely screwed up.
Oh, you are such a pain in my neck, Iris. I've told you already that Nadia is just a long-time friend of mine now, and that's it. And the only reason we dated in the past is because both of our families are friends with each other. Being around one another all the dang time would lead to us trying out the dating life with one another, right? And let's be honest, you came far later than her in my life. So just give it up and deal with her.
Deal with her? What? You're going to mess up all the plans I worked so hard on making the day before the trip when you never once helped me in any way setting all this up? I had to reserve the resort and pay for all that. I had to reserve all the food and pay for that, and I'm supposedly the one paying for gas. But now you want me to ride the bus there separately and then stay in a room with your mom and dad? You really think I'm just going to deal with all of that? You have no right.
Oh, jeez. You're being so freaking rude now. My mum said this was fine having Nadia join us. I just got off the phone with her a little bit ago, and she said she'd love to have Nadia on the family trip. Even my dad said it would be alright to have her tag along. So right now it's 3-1, and the three of us want her to come along.
Huh? You're telling me that both your parents are fine with all this as well? They're fine with both the car situation and the resort?
Yes, they both are. The only person that's against all of this is you, alright? Can you give up on fighting me on this and just let it be? I think it's best that you stop trying to piss me off any further, alright? I hate having to deal with jealous women with you right now.
Is that so? Alright then. Then go ahead and do whatever you guys want. And as for tomorrow, I'll be taking the bus instead.
Now was that so hard? You could have just started with all that and we would have been completely fine. Now I'm going to get all your things out of the car and put them in the garage, and I'm going to let Nadia know that she can bring her stuff over whenever to put in the trunk. Thanks, Iris. Hey, wait a minute, Iris. Where is the key to the car? It's not where it normally should be. Right now, everyone is at the house ready to take off. Mom and Dad and Nadia. Since I don't have the key on me, I can't even unlock the car. Did you have any idea where it might have been left?
I happen to have it on me right now. Did you need it?
What? Wait, you're already on the way to the resort now, right? Right?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm on my way to the resort right now. The bus actually arrived a little earlier than expected, so I'm just here waiting on you guys at the bus stop. Ah, and the spare key for the car is also in my purse.
What the hell were you thinking? You have both the car keys on you, which means that all of us won't be able to take the car. How are the four of us supposed to get to the resort now?
Well?
Well? Iris, are you trying to piss me off right now?
Who do you think is more pissed off at the moment? I think that I am far more pissed off than you are, and I have been all day. This was the family trip that I put all my time into planning and then had to pay for with all my bonus. And you think that you can just start inviting whoever you want to come along a day before we leave? And what's worse is you wanted to bring along your longtime friend, who also happens to be your girlfriend, and have her ride in the car with you, all while making me take the train? And then you want me sleeping in a small room with both your parents while you and her get to share a bed together? How much more were you going to screw with me like that, you jerk? After something like that, I'm not sure I'll be able to fathom the frickin' nerve you have. And the fact that your parents agreed with you on that says a lot of things to me. So I'm done with you being such a pain in my neck. I'm going to get a divorce from you, and then you can be with your ex-girlfriend all you want.
Well, huh? Wait, hold on, a divorce? Wait a second, calm the heck down. Do you have any idea what a divorce even is?
Are you going to keep acting like I don't know what's going on here? I know dang well what a divorce means. It will allow for you to run off with that longtime friend of yours and have the relationship you've both been wanting to have.
Wait, are you freaking kidding me right now? You actually plan on getting a divorce from me now, just over something like this?
Just over something like this? What? You think that what you've been up to is just something simple? I see. So it's just normal for you to go around flaunting your affair in front of my face like that? Well, then that's enough of me putting up with you and your dang family now. I am going to end you all. You, your parents, and that woman you've been cheating on me with.
Wait, cheating on you? Cheating on you with her? I told you that Nadia and I do not have that kind of relationship with one another. I get that we went on a date once before, but right now the two of us are just longtime friends. Nothing else. You're way too crazy about all this stuff.
I am? Do you think that I have no clue about what's been going on with you and her? I have heard a lot from that longtime friend of yours, Lucas, about how when you say you have to work overtime, you're really up to something else. I've heard all the details about it because I receive a text about it every time. Sending me pictures every single time you both are together, bragging about how she gets to be with you.
What?
At the start of all this, I didn't want to think it was anything significant. But recently, things with her have only been getting worse. Sending me pictures of you both sleeping on bed together naked, and some of you both hanging out in different hotel rooms together.
What? Wait, are you serious? No, wait.
I've gone ahead and saved all those pictures to my phone, and now I have all the proof I need of you and Nadia being more than just longtime friends. And not just the photos, but screenshots of her bragging to me about what you both were up to, and recorded voicemails you sent me saying that you'd have to stay at work late again. With all this evidence I have, I could send you right to hell. Go ahead and start getting all your money in order. You're going to need it for the settlement I'm asking for. I plan to get in touch with a lawyer really soon here.
No, hold on for just a minute. You have this all completely wrong, all right? I'm literally nothing to Nadia besides a friend, and that goes both ways with us. You are the woman I love the most, and only you, all right? So, let's just both calm down a bit here. We can both take some time to breathe and talk all this through.
I'm already quite calm, actually, besides the occasional anger. Also, when you say that I'm the woman you love the most, that must mean there is another woman you love the second most, right? And maybe even a third? People that cheat really don't know how to phrase what they want to say properly, do they?
You're wrong. You have this all wrong. Hey, can we please take a moment to discuss all of this in person? We can all get on the bus right now and meet you there to talk this all over.
Well, if you want to come all the way out here, then be my guest. But there's no place for you guys to stay out here, all right?
What? Wait, but we still have the other room, right? We reserved 2 rooms for the 5 of us.
The 5 of us? I only ever reserved 1 room. And it's a larger room for my sister and my parents to all stay in with me. Well, I had always planned for us to all share one large family room, but I didn't want to waste it all on myself. There would also be way too much food for just me to eat, so I asked my parents and my older sister to come out and stay with me. So even if you did come on the next bus, there wouldn't be a room here open for you guys. And since it's the middle of spring break, I'm not so sure you'll find a room at any of the hotels or resorts here. But if you all really want to come out here, then get ready to sleep out in a park somewhere.
What? Iris, that's... You asked your family to come along without asking me for permission first. This is supposed to be a trip for my family to go on.
Wow, have the tables really turned on you or what? Who was the one that invited a complete stranger on this family trip without ever asking me first? Go ahead and get mad at me all you want for this, but this has made us even now. Remember when I said I wasn't going to let this all happen anymore? Well, here we are. I'm no longer taking any of your crap, and I'm going to be serving what you've given me right back.
Wait, no way. I'm telling you that I really have not been cheating on you.
Go ahead and keep saying that to me. I love watching you freak out like a little ant drowning in water. Just know that you saying you've not been cheating isn't going to do anything for you. I have loads of evidence that says otherwise.
No, you seriously are making a huge mistake right now. Just freaking believe me.
All you have to say to me anymore is that I'm the one who's misunderstanding things, and not once have you apologized to me yet. I guess even now, while you're caught red-handed, you still think everything you've done isn't wrong?
Wait, no. Sorry. I made a big mistake this time. I'm so dang sorry for everything I did to you recently.
I asked for an apology from you, not this shallow and heartless BS. When I'm done spending time with my family here, I'll get to work on the divorce. So until then, can you sit tight and be quiet for me? I'm really excited to relax at this amazing resort that I picked out. And I don't need to keep having my phone go off about something that's not my fault.
Wait.
See you, Lucas. I was then able to meet up with my mom, dad, and my sister, and the four of us were able to enjoy the resort while eating amazing foods and drinking lots of alcohol. I guess it really is the most fun when you go on trips with those you can love and trust. After our stay at the resort was over, I went home with both my parents, and there I got in touch with a lawyer to start working on the divorce. I started showing all the evidence I had of Lucas cheating on me with Nadia, and the whole meeting with my lawyer went by smoother than butter. Both Lucas and his parents came to my parents' house begging for me to not go through with the divorce. But I wasn't going to have it, and made sure to divorce Lucas while also getting a settlement from both him and Nadia. And what do you know? 2 months after the divorce, Lucas and Nadia got married to one another. But when it came to Nadia, she may have been a really good lover to Lucas, but as his wife, she was a no-go. And once again, due to cheating, the relationship they had went cold in half a year. Then Lucas tried to get back in touch with me, trying to get me to come back to his side and marry him. But by that point in time, I was with another man that my older sister had introduced me to. And when I told him I was already married, he shut up and would never talk to me again after that. I really hope he realizes nobody's going to want him around them when he thinks it's all right to invite another woman on a family trip with his wife and parents. Luckily for me, I have a new husband now who is both really kind to me and treats me as though I'm his equal. And from here on, I'm going to forget about that idiot ex of mine and put all my head into thinking about my true love.